What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and yes, we were able to pull Michael Vick. Shout out to all of you guys that watched the video and were happy for me. A lot of you guys were hating, but it's all good. Pretty much what goes on with Michael Vick is he's like a combination of, a field general. He got, improviser. He got all these things. So if you are able to use him, you got to be very, very careful with the actual abilities that you put on him. For me, I just need some protection when I'm going to throw the ball. I was really in love with probably using conductor. I do want to point out a couple things though, because I know you guys know ultimately I'm going to raid sell him in the same video. Pretty much he doesn't really fit my play style, because I don't like to run around like an idiot. I don't want to run around, running bunch and doing weird stuff. We did try it out just to see what it's about. It's just not for me. So I've always been like more of a pocket passer, no matter what Madden it's been, and pretty much try to utilize, stick skills and, user catching and stuff like that to be, relatively good at the game. So with him, it's just way too many things that he has that he can use. So, pretty much what we're going to do is we're just going to pick 4 and go out into the game. I know a lot of you guys would like giving suggestions like, yo, use this, use that, whatever. We ended up escape artist, dashing, deadeye, protected, and identifier. Like, yo, listen, whatever. Gave him sprinter, gave him, obviously for me, he's always going to be an Atlanta Falcon. Unfortunate the way that his career unfolded. We all know how that happened, but I do believe if he never had that incident, that he would have won a Super Bowl with the Atlanta Falcons. That's just my personal opinion. I think he was almost on top of the world completely, and it was just unfortunate the way everything unfolded for him, and that's pretty much the history of it. We lost a couple years of one of the greatest talents that we've ever seen in the National Football League. But getting into this right here, you guys go ahead and see 99 throw power in white. That's very, very ideal for what I'm going to be talking about in the video, because I don't know what that really means anymore. Like, having 99 throw power, I don't know what it means, bro. Like, the ball sometimes just sails in the air. It doesn't really matter. I will point out also that they kind of force you, if you're going to be using this golden ticket Michael Vick, they force you to use Gunslinger. And you're going to see his very, very extremely slow release in the game, which is another reason why I told you guys I really can't deal with a lot of these quarterbacks in the game, because, Kyler Murray has a decent release. Deshaun Watson in the game has a decent release, but a lot of these Mahomes' release is still terrible unless you're running and you're doing dash and deadeye. But a lot of these quarterbacks, that's the biggest issue. They just don't release the ball. What would have been really, really exciting is if somebody would have, made a golden ticket Aaron Rodgers with like 98 speed or something like that. I would have been really, really good with that. Obviously, because what is this guy doing? All right, so this guy right here. This is technically the first game. The dude saw golden ticket Mike Vick, and I'm gonna let you guys see what's happening. None of this was edited out. Like, pretty much what happened was I wanted to just go ahead and win this game real quick, because there was no way that he was gonna win. I don't know why EA matched him up. Maybe he did something bad, like not buy a pack, and EA was like, you know what, bro? We're gonna send you to Gmia. You know what I'm saying? Because like you already know, when dudes see my name, they know I'm sending 19 people every snap, and I'm throwing streaks. So right here, I just picked a play real quick, but he had already paused the game, right? So for some reason, he resumed the game, and then I made a mistake, and I didn't put the right player in. So I'm gonna pick a play, and then I'm gonna realize, oh snap, I didn't put the right guy in the right spot. So I call a timeout. Then he's like, you know what? I already know what this guy's setting up to do. Let me go ahead and leave this game before things get really out of hand, which it definitely would have. All right, so this guy's gonna leave. So that was technically our first game. So Mike Vick is gonna technically be 1 or 2, and like we don't know what's gonna happen in this game. I'm gonna tell you this right now though. I realized immediately that I absolutely hate this card. And it's not, like I said, it's not because he's a trash card. Like, like how I tell you a card is garbage? The one thing I'll tell you about this card, he moves around like, it's crazy. He's like the speed of light. But again, if I wanted to go out there and, double team the left tackle or the right tackle and run outside the pocket and do dashing deadeye or run around with him, he would be unbelievable. But I don't do that. If you guys do that, he's the perfect quarterback for you. A lot of you guys that have been, watching my channel for a very long time, you guys already knew it. You're like, yo, Gmia, he don't fit your scheme. Go do, get Kelvin Benjamin, the dude's garbage, but you could probably rock with him better. You guys are right. Now, that throw right there looked relatively fast, but I still felt that his throwing motion was very, very like slow. Just so you guys know that, like, it was a bullet pass, but I still felt like he had to like put a lot into that throw. I didn't like it. To be realistic with you, I just really didn't like it. Even though it was a touchdown, the way he released the ball was just way too long. Now keep in mind, with Aaron Rodgers, I don't even have Gunslinger on him. I don't have Gunslinger on him. It's just Aaron Rodgers, no abilities. He just goes out there and does whatever he wants. That's pretty much what happened. So he just releases the ball naturally faster. So it's sort of like this, right? For those of you guys that's tried Barry Sanders, it's very difficult to then go back and use a running back that doesn't have that agility. You know, he can't get human joystick, that kind of stuff, because now you're trying to run a certain way and it just doesn't really work. That's what happens with Michael Vick. Yeah, I can run around and, you know, do whatever, but he's not like able to get the ball off when I want. So if somebody gives me a read that I usually throw to, I didn't feel comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen a lot of other people play that runs the bunch, that runs like, you know, my old school offense when I was running the West Coast. I showed you guys a lot of the, you know, the deep out route and stuff like that. A lot of you guys still run that. If you ran that with Mike Vick, you would probably be unstoppable. Like if I came out in the West Coast offense, I would be probably unstoppable with him, but I don't want to change my offense. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm so used to the way I'm doing it right here. I try a read option. I get hit stick. One thing I want to tell you about him also, whatever the reason was, he didn't fumble there, but I did have him on conservative. I want to point out that Randall Cunningham would have threw that ball on the ground and ran around with a SpongeBob G-string on. I could have actually just ran. I could have ran that for a first down. I just looked at it like, bro, because the way that Mike Vick moves, he's so fast and it's ridiculous. But you know, I never think to run. I'm looking for somebody to get open or whatever, depending on what was going on. But this guy, he knew what to do. He pretty much ran that nickel defense. He had a spy. He was ready for whatever was going to be going on. And remember, I'm trying to see what I can run with Vick to make it more exciting. So I tried the read option. You know, several times, like you could actually come out in formations where you could pretty much, you know, block a lot of people and just run outside and just see what's up. But that's probably more successful inside of the Raiders playbook more than anything else. Right there, you see what I'm saying? Like he's rushing like 3. He has the spy. Okay, right here, you see that high pass and it says it's accurate? I don't know exactly what happened with that throw, but that was a really, really horrific throw. Now, when you look at his numbers in the beginning of the video, you can see he has a pretty, you know, good deep throw. He has, you know, obviously 99 throw power in green. He has a lot of things that makes it look like he's probably going to make that throw. Now, Aaron Rodgers would have probably made that throw a little bit better. I don't know why, but again, with the way that everything goes in the game, I should have been probably running bunch to make it more exciting. But again, I'm not gonna, like, I just didn't feel comfortable okay, why did I should have just sacked him, because, all right, man, all right, just throw it through my body. So look, now we're in a situation where it's like, all right, I got a quarterback I don't really like, and I don't feel comfortable throwing the streak, because even when I go to throw the streak, he takes too long to release the ball. So now I'm in a situation where it's like, all right, I can't really run the ball because I took the abilities off of Barry Sanders. So you guys already know, when I got Barry Sanders, I go crazy. So this dude with abilities, though, he doesn't move the same without abilities. And if you try to do like human joystick and like cut in and out, you can. Right there, crossbody accurate. That dash and dead eye is on point. But again, with the running back situation, he's not going to really give you everything he's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just something about the way the card plays without the actual abilities. So if you try to cut back and stuff like that, even though he does have the 99 agility, EA takes away some of the movement he can possibly have. Just so you guys understand that, because you could still run him without abilities, but it's completely different than when you have human joystick. Even though the 99 agility is what gives him human joystick, you don't have that seamless in and out of cut situation. So again, with everything else that's going on within the game, right now it's tied. I know that this kid is not really that good, but it doesn't really matter though. Because like I said, when I'm with Aaron Rodgers, I think I can win every game. Because if you make one mistake and you make one off read, and remember, I'm running Aaron Rodgers with no abilities. If you give me something that I like, when I look at it, I know I can get the ball off. You see like how you have to run away and just throw it out? These quarterbacks like Mahomes and all, they can't make those throws. And it's very, very similar. If you guys want to know like the release of Golden Ticket Mike Vick, you could pretty much think of, if you've used Mahomes, he's like Mahomes. Like he takes his time to release the ball. It's like, okay, 1, 2, bro, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Like, bro, throw the ball. He just won't throw it. So that's going to be a huge factor, especially if Golden Ticket Lamar Jackson does drop. It's going to be a huge factor if Lamar Jackson can release the ball faster. Plus, he's going to be right-handed. So people are probably going to be more keen to go after that player when he's released. Now, remember, like I'm saying, you can see I'm down 13-10. It's the third quarter. I'm sitting here like, are you serious? Because regardless of whatever happens, you guys know, when I tell you I'm giving you the gameplay, you guys have seen it. If I lose, I lose. I give you guys the gameplay, whatever. It just so happens that most of the time when I'm coming out for my first game, I usually win it. It's like weird. EA will like give me somebody that's like extra sweet. Now look at this guy, bro. He's breaking every tackle, but you know, he just couldn't get off enough to go for 6. Right. Oh, Yo, bro, I saw it too. And then I forgot I was on conservative, so I couldn't really move, but I was kind of happy because he didn't fumble. It kind of worked out for me. And like trying to get jiggy with Eric Dickerson, bro, after you run around with Barry Sanders is not the move. I should have stayed wide. I wonder if I would have made that. Look at this right here, though. It's like no way he can't get into the end zone. It's like EA is trying to make me rage. But I'm like, you know what? I'm not raging on EA. They just let me pull, you know, Mike Vick. I'm good. How does he converge that quickly? The dude has a 99 speed with a 99 excel. Same thing again. Like, I can't get into the end zone. My linemen are blocking me, whatever. I go for it on 4th down, throw with Stevie. Bro, the dude picks it. I'm like, all right, cool. This right here gonna be a, yo, it's gonna be an outrageous gameplay. Like, you know, but again, you see what's going on. Now, all of a sudden, my defense can't stop the run either. So I'm like, yo, you know what, bro? Let me get my SpongeBob G-string on and go sit down. Because I'm about to walk into the locker room dressed like Winnie the Pooh, bro. Nothing on the bottom. And I'm firing the entire team. I got 43 seconds and a dream. Well, he had 43 seconds right there. He's gonna kick the ball off, and then we're gonna start right now. But luckily for us, he comes out and runs, you know, the wide play. Now watch this right here. This is hilarious because he's actually getting pushed, but bam. See, this is why you get Darren Waller. Now, if I would have had Kelvin Benjamin, probably the same animation because I know how to do it. But, you know, that was a key play. And, you know, Michael Vick is clutch. So that could have been a reason why he did it. So that's another thing you guys can point out. I think he does have a clutch rating. So that could have been why that throw was so perfect. But again, I probably should have came out like more shotgun sets. He doesn't fit my profile. I think he's a good card overall. If you like to run around like a complete and utter imbecile, bro, like, you know like how I was playing when I was running the West Coast? If you want to play like that, I think he would be a great quarterback for you. But I've moved on. I've grown. I can't go back to that play style. Oh, 75K. Yo, EA was on a roll with me. Like, they would give me whatever I want. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of this guy. Now, I do want to point out a couple things. His price did raise since I sold him. I just didn't want to take the risk of holding on to him too long and people realizing that he's not really that spectacular. Other than having the card and saying, oh, I got Golden Ticket Vick, it's not really, it doesn't really matter that much. So I immediately realized that he's not going to work for me. So I said, you know what? Let's go ahead and sell him. I got to feel him out, see what he is. Again, fluid. If I would have probably ran the Ravens playbook, I could have probably done whatever I wanted. Always make sure you double check when you're dealing with millions though. That's why I waited. So we're just gonna put him up for less than 6. I'm not even trying to get the whole 6. I could have sold him for 6. I didn't care, bro. I just wanted to get my mills and keep it moving. Because remember, I blew 2 million coins earlier trying to get him. So we got like a 3 million coin come up. We are good, bro. We are good over here. We'll wait for the other ultimate tickets and all that other good stuff. At the point when I put him up, you know, the highest was 6 mil. So I was like, you know what? As soon as I put him up, he was sold instantly. I said, thank you. Good riddance. I'm good. No matter what I lost, we're trying to sell him later. We're going to be at like 7 million coins by the time you guys watch this video. Probably 8 million with a little bit more grinding. I am very, very good with it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And like I said, if that's your playstyle, he can work for you. He doesn't work for me. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You stay safe. Have a blessed day. One love, y'all.